You gonna sleep in? Sleeping in, T-Rex? Alright, whatever. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Who wants to get up at 9 o'clock on a work day? Oh wait, it's not a work day. What is the difference between work and play anyway? I would say work is when you have to be somewhere at a certain time and do something you may or may not like. I consider this kind of a job, even though it's a hobby, but I can do it whenever I want and usually wherever I want. And we're on the Gray Lady again today, week number 2, and it is gray indeed on Nantucket Island, where, believe it or not, it actually rained really hard this morning from 4:58 a.m. to 4:59 a.m. We had 1 minute of moderate rain on the edge of this sprawling, huge summer storm system that yesterday was so threatening. I would say we kind of dodged a bullet in the tornado department. Why don't I just have a seat here in the lee of the wind and tell the story? So this morning we are advecting, that is, new air from the southwest is less humid and cooler. Yeah, we're advecting cooler, drier air from the southwest, usually the warm weather direction and the humid weather direction. The satellite imagery shows yesterday's front well offshore, heavy storms to the south of Nantucket this morning, and then there's an additional, mostly upper level low, but it does have a surface reflection, actually pretty deep, over southeastern Canada, right there in Ontario and Quebec. And it is getting colder up in the sky, anomalous cold. Mount Washington, after several days in the 60s, cooled into the 50s, now into the 40s at the top of Mount Washington, where there was about a half inch of rain yesterday, and the wind during those thunderstorms yesterday gusted to 97 miles per hour, 96 miles per hour. So there were nearly 100 mile an hour winds up in the sky, and there were tornado warnings yesterday. I grabbed this image from the radar at, what was it, about 5:45 or so, somewhere around 5 o'clock or dinner time. And there was a tornado warning over Manchester, New Hampshire, and there was a severe thunderstorm warning that evolved into a tornado warning over Hartford, Connecticut, second one in a row down in Hartford. But you can see it was kind of globular, disjointed. It was not a singular squall line, and there was no sort of widespread supercell. There were these little individual supercells, and that made for a fantastic day of taking pictures of these storms. Deuce Man, Mia, he says, give the credit to Mia, my partner storm chaser, for getting these images in southeastern New Hampshire on that tornado-warned storm that came through Manchester late in the day. And also Rob Wright was chasing, and he set up his tripod and his camera, as he does so often, and made this incredible time lapse. And you can even see the rotation. It's pretty rare that you get such a good view of these storms, because usually there's a bunch of rain and or fog surrounding these supercell clouds, and you can't see them the way you did yesterday. So a real special day for watching the sky and also staying safe. There were no tornadoes reported in New England yesterday, which is kind of remarkable considering that there was such a great probability of tornadoes from every bit of guidance and every weather outlet, including TK, yesterday. There was one funnel cloud from that storm over Manchester, New Hampshire, funnel being almost a tornado, but the spinning cloud does not touch the ground. So it was a sort of all tornadoes in the sky, but not touching down. And there was flash flooding yesterday. I would say probably some of the worst damage I've seen. Andre Blaze in Stowe, Vermont, he seemed almost happy that he says, cut off from society. Oh, what did he say? Finally, cut off from civilization. Andre, on his own, on the other side of Route 100 in Stowe, around Mount Mansfield yesterday. 2 to 3 inches of rain came down really quickly, about 2.5 inches of rain. And this was on top of already saturated soil here. And of course, when you're in a mountainous area, that water just runs right down the hill and undermines some of these streets the way you saw in that image. And since last Thursday, the amount of rain in the Green Mountains, northern Vermont, has been 3.5 to 5 inches of rain since Thursday. So during our heat wave, we were having severe storms in northern New England, and then they pressed south into Connecticut. And again, yesterday, Connecticut had, I think, the most numerous reports of wind damage. What's that, the fourth day in a row for Connecticut, fifth day in a row. Let's see, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So Sunday, yesterday was the fourth day in a row. What about today? Day 5, is there severe weather today? I don't think so. We're quite unstable, but the humidity's coming way down. And so here's the NAM, which did an okay job yesterday. It had a discrete squall line that did not evolve. Well, anyhow, today, here it is, the scattered showers and thunderstorms. You can see them kind of slow moving, counterclockwise circulation there, southeastern Canada into Maine, with a couple of scattered showers or a thunderstorm possible in southern New England. So really, it's the state of Maine today where there's a threat for some flash flooding. The dew point is falling into the 60s, but it's so cold aloft. I call it low barometer cold. In summertime, yeah, you can still call it cold up in the sky. In fact, here's the 500 millibar height anomaly, where orange is extra warm air and blue is extra cold air. And there's our upper cold anomaly lifting out tonight, and tomorrow looks awesome. And then we get a little bit warmer Wednesday, and then here comes another colder anomaly with a front Wednesday night and Thursday, setting up for a real pretty start to our weekend before it starts to warm up. And 1 week from today is July 1st already. Oh boy. Let's look at the Boston weather.us 3 to 5 day. And there's today. Temperature's pretty much maxing out midday, around 80 degrees with the instability clouds coming and going and just a slight chance of a shower. The dew point falling into the 50s late today. And then tomorrow, the blue line, the dew point is going way down into the lower 50s with the high temperature close to 80. Just a beautiful Tuesday. We're on a streak of great Tuesdays, aren't we? For the most part, about the last 2 months. Wednesday, the dew point's starting to come back up, and then Wednesday evening, the dew point's back above 70 degrees. There's a warm wave, and then Wednesday night and Thursday, here comes a new cool wave and a few thunderstorms Wednesday night, Thursday. Hopefully your garden gets watered. And then by Friday, the temperature is in the 70s, and the dew point on Friday morning is 39 degrees, 39.7, I think is what it said. So the dew point goes into the 30s on Friday. Just an incredible, nice rhythm of summertime weather here now, without the extreme heat and without a lot of severe weather. I think Wednesday, the Severe Storm Prediction Center does have us in that yellow zone, so there could be some damaging thunderstorms around here again Thursday. It's been kind of a rainfall lottery. Some of my viewers on Long Island say it hasn't rained at all, and sure enough, I look back at the last 5 days and 0.01 inches of rain on Long Island, so the lawns are going dormant in some spots. And then in the Green Mountains, this is what it looked like at Stowe this morning. It looks like a rainforest at Mount Mansfield, where there has been a month's worth of rain since last Thursday. Here on Nantucket, what's it doing? It's blowing again. We're advecting some cooler and drier air, so I expect an increase in sunshine. I looked at the buoy reports this morning. Now, in Buzzards Bay, it's not a buoy, it's a tower, and the wind was sustained from the southwest at 27 knots again. And then if you look at the buoy at Stellwagen, they're 8-foot swell. And here's the warm wind surf cam, Narragansett, Rhode Island this morning. Surf is up. There's still a high surf advisory, means rip current risk is high, and surfers are stoked to go surfing. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to get over to the beach here in Nantucket. We got plans this afternoon, but I'm sure there's a crashing wave and red flags on the lifeguard stands. I would assume the lifeguards are out there today. They used to share on X the surf conditions, but that doesn't happen anymore, so I'm not sure. I guess you got to go and find out for yourself what the surf is. So if I show you the Euro, try and get through this pretty quickly. It's a slow advance of cool high pressure today. Tomorrow looks gorgeous. That high gets south of us, and then here comes another front out of southeastern Canada. Wednesday, there are the storms Wednesday afternoon, north and west. Wednesday night into central New England. Then Thursday morning, storms south and east. Those push offshore, and then here comes cool air advection on Friday. Looks gorgeous. Gorgeous start to the weekend. Friday, almost chilly Friday night, Saturday morning. I don't know, maybe record low temperatures, but then that high gets south of us Saturday afternoon. Here comes another front. It looks like we do have a front coming in Saturday into Sunday with more showers and thunderstorms from northwest to southeast Saturday into Sunday. And then Monday, July 1st, looks gorgeous. A new cool high pressure system coming in, and that will be followed by more advance of sort of warm to typical hot and humid weather towards July 4th, which is now almost within the 10-day forecast. I think it is day 10. And one more showing the waves real nicely here on the weather.us Boston. You can see the cooler wave and then the warmer wave, close to 90 on Wednesday, and then cooling back down on Friday into Saturday, and then another warm wave early next week. So nice rhythm of weather here. And we'll be calling the play-by-play. Yesterday, got down to Cisco Brewery. It was just too windy and kind of cloudy at the beaches, and so we have entertainment from Cisco, and then going into town at sunset with the fog, and just a couple of showers last night. This grass is green because I think the owner of this place has the irrigation on just about every day. All right, looking forward to a gorgeous Tuesday, and we'll talk to you again then. Talk to you tomorrow. Huge tornado watch in Vermont, New Hampshire. And we made our way to Cisco, where it's kind of sun through clouds. You gotta come here on a Sunday because the music's all day long. That's where we are. Two tornadoes on Nantucket. Henry Ford II high school woodworking students built this custom hollow wooden paddleboard. You see the project being made along with many other projects from people like Richard Branson, Kenny Chesney, Chip Gaines, and Kelly Slater. Please follow us on Instagram, Henry Ford Woodworking. Is the NHL season still going? I don't know. Every year the stage gets bigger, stronger, and better. I have not seen this one before.
Sully. It's a Frenchie. Blonde.
Hey, look at mommy. He's 5.
You gotta meet Sully.
Oh, the superstar is here. The superstar who's everybody's favorite dog.
Oh my god.
What's her name? His name? Oh, his. Blue. Blue. Oh, hi, Sorry. Thank you. That's our RAV4 now. On.
That's a Cadillac coupe with horns on front.
Alright, here we go.
The fog and mist has come back into Nantucket. So far, no reports of any tornadoes, just some funnel clouds in Manchester, New Hampshire. Good news from that department. It's getting kind of windy down here. Osprey pointed into the wind. So far, no reports of gusts past 60 on Nantucket or tornadoes. So far, we've only gusted past 30. And so far, no reports of tornadoes on the mainland. It's just about 7 o'clock. There've been funnel clouds. Weather is hard. Let's call it a wrap.